the world blew up for 24 hours when three-time champ, two-time MVP Steph Curry made 105 straight three-pointers for 5 minutes in a practice game, had the grades out, was letting it fly. Arguably, most people in the world know he's one of the best, if not the best shooter ever in the NBA. This was what I was leading to here. One of the biggest things so far to notice is that the Warriors are not good at the moment, period. Ooh. And it has, and I'm intrigued on Nate and David, and Dan. I want to know if you guys have a player who comes to mind who's similar about what I'm about to say. I've always been an objective person when it comes to sports. Sports journalism was the goal, et cetera, et cetera. And so there's only been so many players I've thoroughly enjoyed and been a fan of. Steph Curry is probably the biggest last one for me personally. So I'm intrigued on talking about the Warriors and any potential, but also just a side note, is there any player that comes to mind, past, present, or even potentially future, that just like you hate to see them lose, you hate to see them struggle? It's like the Power Rangers getting beat up in the first 12 minutes. It's like, God dog it, I can't watch it. Is this your king? I can't watch it. And so it's just tough to see it. I mean, I saw a stat that Oubre has made no shots that are not dunks. That cannot happen in the NBA.
As a professional basketball player.
I could have told you that trade was going to be trash. Kelly Oubre at Kansas was hard to watch despite his talent.
Right. And so anyway, so kind of two things with that piece. So let's talk the Warriors practice. Did it make anything? And then also that little side note. David, I'm going to start with you.
Shooting, not missing for 5 minutes. What? Who was that for? You'll never do that. You'll never do that again. You'll never have the ball for 5 minutes straight.
You were unimpressed.
No, you was in one. No, I was very impressed. I'm saying it's super impressive and unimpressive at the same time because it's like you'll never had a ball that long. Also, nobody's guarding you. Also,
all the things.
Also, like, you're not moving a lot, and it doesn't even look like his game shot. Like, I know his game shot is pretty simple, but it's like it was like a set shot thing. Very impressive. Don't get me wrong. I couldn't even hit 10 in a row at last time I was in the gym.
Right.
But, hey, it is what it is. And the second question was what? Who do I hate to see?
Yeah, the past, present,
future.
You
already know, man. Allen Iverson. I hated to hear about him being at the Hooters. That broke my heart. So when they was getting beat by the Lakers because he gave everything.
Everything.
Like you deserve better. Like, why can't a good team come get you? And it's just like he was out there he was the original Spartans. Like, he was the 300. Like, he about to lose, but he going out swinging. That was mine for sure.
What you got, Nate?
Yeah, I feel like it's like older brother cool. Like, this is something that's like really cool that like your older brother did or that you brag about. Where you're like, yeah, my brother didn't miss a shot for 5 minutes, and you were rebounding for him. Like, it's skillful, yes. It's not applicable. I mean, the Warriors lost their second best player for a second year in a row. Like, it's insane. Curry isn't enough. As far as like players, man, there's a handful of them. Fortunately, like, Vince Carter adjusted his game enough, but there's like a season when he was adjusting it where it was like really tough to like watch him spot up in corner threes. And you're just like, no, dribble twice and jump over everybody in the gym. That's what you do.
These knees.
And then, like, I know I'm going to start an argument. I don't want to derail the whole topic. But watching Matt Ryan get just crushed by his offensive line, by one of the worst offensive coordinators in NFL history.
He holds onto the ball too long,
by
man.
His own
that thing is
fan
glued
base.
to his hands. He's got wide open receivers, and he's seeing ghost defenders.
Getting crushed by his own fan base, the people that should love and defend him the most, that blame him for absolutely everything wrong that has ever happened in Atlanta history. I'm pretty sure they blame him for Atlanta burning down in the Civil War. That's how much Atlanta fans despise the greatest quarterback in their franchise.
He could have stopped the Centennial bombing, that's for sure.
Definitely. Also, he wasn't fighting on that side of the Civil War. I know that for a fact.
Matthew Thomas Ryan, absolutely. Go look at his statements. He would have been on the right side of history. So yeah, it's tough to watch him crumble under Dirk Cotter, whatever his name is.
Man, I want to spend more time on that topic.
I know you do.
I will withhold. So yeah, like I think it's super cool. Just to jump to the second question, Steph is one of these people for me that went like he, in my opinion, redefined how basketball is played like in this century. And for people that look like me and my son, it gives us the ability to go out on a pickup basketball game and have a place on that court. And so I appreciate what he's done for the game, and I love watching Golden State, and it pains me that offense runs through two people and never ran through one person. And so watching it try to run through like everyone else to try to give Steph the space to play, it just is painful to watch. I watched 5 minutes. I watched the 5 minutes of their Christmas Day game, and he didn't touch the ball because no one knows how to like distribute it to him. That offense is struggling. Two other names that quickly come to mind: Emmett Smith when he was at the Cardinals. That pained me a ton. As a Cowboys fan, like wanting to see him retire as a Cowboy and him pushing on, that was painful. And then Tiger Woods when he was the DUI and the back injuries and like withdrawing from tournaments and not finishing golf swings on the golf course. That was like a tough season for me of like, dang, like my hero is like fallen.
Real quick, before we move on, you said Steph is like a person that you see and you're like, gives you and your son hope. Just to be very clear for our listeners, he doesn't belong on my list of black people who are black that white people think are white for you, does he? I just want to make sure.
He's short.
No,
he's short.
I just had to make sure because he's real light skinned. I just want to make sure that there was no confusion for our listeners.
It's pure change of how the game goes through. Shooters have a spot instead of forever it was like the corner three, and now it's like
move. Yeah.
I mean, I'd say more than 50% of shots taken in an NBA game are 3-point shots.
This is true. I just had to clarify for the listeners.
Well,